Most people try to sell small businesses the wrong thing. They sell websites. They sell social media posts. They sell funnels. They sell automation. They sell AI tools. But most local business owners do not wake up thinking, yay, I need a funnel builder. They are thinking, hey, we missed 3 calls yesterday, unquote. People ask for prices and then disappear. We keep forgetting to follow up. Our inquiries are spread across email, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and the website. So, in this video, I'm going to show you something much more useful than a website. I'm going to show you a simple lead follow-up system inside HighLevel. A page, a form, a booking link, automatic follow-up, missed call text back, and 1 inbox for conversations. Because the outcome is not using HighLevel. So, quote, the outcome is proving whether HighLevel can help a real business stop losing inquiries before it starts paying for the platform. This is the key difference. A website is just one piece, but a lead follow-up system connects the messy parts of a business. Leads, messages, bookings, follow-up, missed calls, reviews. That is why HighLevel can be useful for the right business. Not because it has lots of features, because it can connect the parts where inquiries usually get lost. Before we go into the steps, use the trial link in the description if you want to follow along. This is not just a random sign-up link. It gives you access to HighLevel and points you towards the help and onboarding support available with this trial, so you are not opening the platform cold and trying to figure everything out alone. Then use this video to test one real workflow instead of clicking around every feature. The HighLevel trial is not the offer. The trial gives you access. That is all. The real value is using the trial to test one actual business problem before paying. First, I'm going to show you the site builder starting from a prompt. I created example pages for a plumbing business and a beauty salon so you can see how the same idea works across different service businesses. But remember, the AI page is only the starting point. The real value comes when that page connects to a form, a booking link, follow-up, and conversations. Step 1 is the page. I'm not starting with a blank page. First, I asked AI to create the prompt for this example. This one is for a local plumbing business that wants more quote requests. Now I'm going to put that prompt into the HighLevel site builder. You can see the page starting to build out from the prompt. This actually took around 14 minutes in real time, so I've sped this part up. The important thing is not the waiting time. The important thing is that HighLevel is creating the first draft from the prompt instead of starting from a blank screen. You'll see the page start to build out from the prompt. This is useful because it gives you a first draft instead of a blank screen. But this is not the full business system. The page is only the front door. The real value comes when we connect it to a form, a booking link, follow-up, missed call text back, and the conversations inbox. So here is the first page built from the prompt. For a plumber, I would check that the page has a clear headline, clear services, trust points, and a strong request to quote action. It does not need to be perfect yet. You would still check the wording, images, services, and call to action before using it properly. But for step 1, this is enough. The page can create interest. Now we need somewhere for that inquiry to go. So next, we need the form. Another important part of a site like this is the form. This is where the visitor's details are captured properly, because the page can look good and it can point people towards booking or requesting a quote. But the business still needs the right information. So now I'm going to create the form that sits behind the inquiry or booking process. First, I'll add the basic fields: name, phone number, email address, what service they need, and a short message box. For a plumbing business, this keeps the inquiry simple. You do not need a huge form. You just need enough detail so the business can understand what the person needs and follow up quickly. Once the form is created, it can be connected to the page. So when someone fills it in, the inquiry does not just disappear into an inbox. It can trigger the next part of the system, the follow-up workflow. Now that the page and form are created, the next question is, what happens after someone submits their details? This is where the follow-up workflow matters. I'm not going to explain every setting inside this workflow because that would turn this into a technical setup tutorial. The important thing is the sequence. When someone submits the plumbing quote request form, the workflow starts. HighLevel can create or update the contact. It can create a new quote opportunity. It can tag the person as a new website lead. Then the lead gets an instant SMS confirmation. They also get an instant email confirmation. And the business gets notified that a new inquiry has come in. That is the part that matters. The inquiry is not just sitting there waiting for someone to notice it. The lead gets a reply. The business knows someone has asked for a quote, and the follow-up has already started. In this example, the workflow waits 10 minutes and it can send another SMS follow-up if needed. For a beginner, this is enough. Form submitted, lead captured, confirmation sent, business notified, follow-up started. That is what makes this more useful than a normal website. The website creates the inquiry, but the workflow helps move that inquiry forward. And that is the system we are building. Another useful workflow is missed call text back. This is one of the easiest examples for a local business to understand. If someone calls a plumber, cleaner, garage, clinic, salon, roofer, or trades business and nobody answers, they may call the next business on Google. That missed call can become missed money. With missed call text back, the system can automatically send a message after the call is missed. Something simple like, "Hi, sorry we missed your call. How can we help?" That does not magically close the customer, but it can save the conversation. And that is the point. You are not selling a clever feature. You are showing a business owner that when they miss a call, they still get a second chance to reply. For a busy service business, that is easy to understand. Missed call, automatic text, conversation saved. That is why this is worth testing as one simple workflow. So far, we've created the first version of the page with the AI Builder. We've created the form. We've looked at follow-up after the form is submitted, and we've looked at missed call text back. But where does the business actually manage the conversation? That is where the conversations inbox comes in. In this example, the plumbing inquiry started from the quote request form. You can see the lead in the inbox. You can see the conversation thread, and you can see the contact details on the side. This is the value. The inquiry, the message, the source, and the contact details are together. So the business is not chasing messages across different places. For a busy service business, that makes follow-up easier to manage. The last part I'd test is review requests. After the job is done, the business can ask happy customers for a review. That might be a simple message like, "Thanks for choosing us. If you were happy with the service, would you mind leaving a review?" This matters because reviews build trust before a new customer even speaks to the business. And again, the value is not the feature. The value is consistency. A lot of businesses know they should ask for reviews. They just forget. So this is another simple workflow worth testing. So let's recap the system. The page explains the offer. The form captures the inquiry. The workflow follows up automatically. Missed call text back helps recover phone inquiries. The conversations inbox keeps messages together. And review requests help build trust after the job is done. That is very different from selling just a website. A website is one asset. This is closer to a simple lead follow-up system. So who should actually test HighLevel? If you want to test this properly, use the trial link in the description. It is not just a random sign-up link, so it gives you access to HighLevel and points you towards the help and onboarding support available with this trial.